Welcome to our deep dive today
Oh,
into the Law of One.
okay.
We're going to be taking a look at the book itself,
Right.
some related personal material that we have, and we're really going to focus in on how we can use this material
Okay.
to come up with some practical meditation techniques and insights
Hmm.
so we can deepen our own spiritual practice.
Awesome.
Now, this material comes from communications starting back in 1981 with an entity called Ra.
Right.
So
Mm.
to tick things off, can you tell us who or what Ra is?
Yeah, Ra is described as a sixth density social memory complex. So, in simpler terms, you can think of it as a unified consciousness of countless beings who have come together and are far beyond us on the evolutionary ladder.
Right.
And they've interacted with Earth before,
Yeah.
most notably with ancient civilizations like the Egyptians and Atlanteans. And their main purpose is to really share this law of one, which is this universal principle of unity and love that underlies all out creation.
Okay, so we've got this super advanced being sharing this cosmic wisdom. I'm definitely intrigued. But how does this actually connect to meditation? What can we actually do with this information to improve our practice?
So that's where this concept comes in from Ra, of seeking the heart of self. And it's about taking a deep look at ourselves honestly, all of our fears, our biases, our limiting beliefs, and balancing those with the inherent perfection that we all have as being part of the Creator. And this inner work is really what helps us to navigate all the densities that Ra talks about and really move along our spiritual evolution.
Densities, is that kind of like different levels of consciousness or?
Exactly. Yeah, you can think of them as like stages of spiritual growth. So we're currently in third density here on Earth,
Hmm.
which is all about self-awareness and free will. But we are transitioning into fourth density, which is characterized by a greater understanding of love, compassion, and unity. Ra calls this the harvest. And it's not an automatic process. It requires a conscious choice to align with these higher vibrations. And that's where meditation comes in.
So how does meditation help us align with these higher vibrations
Yeah.
and move towards that harvest?
Well, Ra emphasizes this practice of passive meditation as a key way to achieve that inner silence that's needed for this transition. It's not about forcing the mind to be quiet, but gently observing thoughts without judgment and allowing stillness to arise naturally.
That makes sense. So it's kind of like creating a space
Mm,
for something deeper to emerge.
exactly.
I've also read about inner seeking meeting cosmic prana. What does that mean exactly?
That is a beautiful way to describe the process of raising your vibration. So, as you cultivate that inner silence through passive meditation, you create this receptive space within. And that space is almost like a magnet that attracts light energy or prana from the universe. So, it's almost like tuning a radio to a specific frequency. By aligning your vibration with that love and unity, you naturally attract more of that same energy.
So we're not just sitting there doing nothing.
No,
There's an energetic exchange
how big
happening.
is
Mhm.
meditation?
Yeah, and a big part of this
Mm.
is being aware of our energy centers or our chakras. Oh yeah, chakras. I've heard about them. But I have to admit I'm a little fuzzy on the details. What are they and how do they work?
So, Rod describes chakras as these energy centers within our being, each with a specific color and frequency and function. And they act as these filters that take in universal energy and distribute it throughout our system. So, you can imagine them as like lenses that help focus and refine this energy to support our growth.
So they're like energy processors,
Yeah.
each with a specific role to play. How many are there and what do they do?
So there are seven main chakras, and they correspond to different aspects of our being. So it starts with the root chakra at the base of the spine, which represents survival and grounding. And then as energy flows upwards, it moves through each chakra, transforming as it goes. So, for example, the sacral chakra is associated with creativity and emotions, the solar plexus with willpower and self-esteem,
Yeah.
and the heart chakra with love and compassion.
And this energy keeps flowing up. Where does it go from the heart?
So from the heart, the energy rises to the throat chakra, which governs communication and self-expression. Then it moves to the third eye chakra, associated with intuition and spiritual vision. And finally, to the crown chakra, at the top of the head, connecting us to unity consciousness.
Wow, that's fascinating. So how does all of this relate to our meditation practice? What can we actually do with this information?
So one powerful technique is visualization. You can imagine energy flowing through each chakra, clearing blockages and bringing them into balance.
I love that idea. It's like giving our energy system a tune-up.
Exactly.
But you mentioned earlier that the heart chakra is particularly vulnerable.
Yes. What did you mean by that? So Ra explains that the heart chakra, which governs our capacity for love and connection, can be easily blocked by lower vibrations like fear and negativity, And they even talk about the possibility of possession when this chakra is weakened.
Possession, okay, that sounds a little scary.
It's not something to be overly concerned about, but it really highlights the importance of protecting and strengthening this chakra
How do we do that?
by cultivating self-love and compassion, practicing forgiveness, and surrounding ourselves with positive influences.
That makes sense. It's about creating an energetic environment that supports the heart chakra's function.
Right.
Now, I remember Ra also mentioning something about the indigo ray chakra being activated by recognizing oneself as the creator. What does that mean? And how does it fit into this whole energy balancing thing?
That's a really crucial point. So recognizing yourself as the creator is about shifting from seeing yourself as a separate individual to understanding this inherent oneness with all that is. And that realization activates the indigo ray chakra, which is intuition, wisdom, spiritual vision. And that can be a really powerful experience.
Okay, I'm definitely getting the sense
Mm.
that there's a lot more to meditation than just sitting quietly. It sounds
Ah.
like there's this whole energetic dimension that we can tap into.
Exactly. The more we understand about our energy system
Yeah.
and how it interacts with universal energy, the more effectively we can use meditation to evolve and align with our highest potential.
This is all so insightful, though. How do we move from this understanding of chakras and energy flow into some concrete meditation techniques? Can you give us some practical examples?
Absolutely. Of how to apply all of this. Ra suggests some really powerful visualizations that can help you to experience this connection to the creator and raise your vibration.
Okay,
We can explore those in more detail.
let's do that. I'm ready to dive deeper into these visualization techniques
Yeah.
and see how they can enhance my practice.
Awesome.
This is fascinating. I'm already feeling a shift
Yeah.
in my understanding of meditation. And I think we should probably come back and talk more about this.
Yeah, let's do it. So welcome back. Before we went away, we were just about to explore
Okay.
one of Ra's visualizations for seeing the creator in yourself.
Yes.
Are you ready to give that a try?
I am. I am ready to dive in.
Okay, so let's get comfortable. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. And as you settle into your meditation, just imagine yourself surrounded by this brilliant white light. And this light represents the pure, unconditional love of the creator. Feel it enveloping you, filling every cell of your being.
Okay, I'm visualizing the light. It feels very peaceful.
Good. Now, as you breathe in this light, imagine it dissolving any fear or worry or negativity that you might be holding on to. And as you exhale, just release these burdens into the light, allowing them to be transmuted into peace and understanding.
This is already so powerful. I can actually feel the tension melting away.
Good. Now, as you continue to breathe in this light, focus your attention on your heart center and visualize your heart chakra as this vibrant green sphere spinning with light, and see this green light expanding outwards, filling your entire being with love and compassion.
Wow, I feel a warmth spreading through my chest. It's like my heart is opening up.
That's the energy of the heart chakra activating. Now, as you gaze inwards beyond your heart chakra to the very core of your being, what do you see?
It's a little hazy at first,
Right.
but as I focus, I sense a spark of light. It's like a tiny sun radiating pure white light.
That's the divine spark within you, the essence of the creator. Focus on this light, allow it to grow brighter, and see yourself as one with this light, one with the creator.
This is incredible. I feel such a profound sense of peace and connection. It's like I'm finally seeing myself for who I truly am.
That's the power of connecting with your divine essence. And this is just the beginning. Ross suggests doing this visualization regularly and extending it to see the creator in nature and in others.
Seeing the creator in everything, how do we do that?
It's about shifting your perspective. When you look at a tree, a flower, even a rock, imagine that same spark of divine light residing within it. See the interconnectedness of all things, the web of life that binds us all together.
I'm starting to understand. It's about looking beyond the physical form and seeing the essence, the divine light that animates everything.
Exactly. And as you practice seeing the creator in nature, you can start to extend this awareness to others. When you encounter another person, imagine that same spark of light shining within their heart center. See them as a fellow traveler on this journey of evolution, a reflection of the divine.
Wow. That's a powerful shift in perspective. It makes me feel more compassionate and connected to everyone around me.
That's the beauty of these visualizations. They help us dissolve that illusion of separation and experience the unity that underlies all of creation.
This is so inspiring. It's giving me a whole new way to approach my meditation practice. But beyond these visualizations, are there other practical tools?
Absolutely. We can use to align with the law of one and deepen our spiritual connection. Ra emphasizes the importance of daily rituals, like chanting and prayer, as ways to tune our energy field and connect with the Creator.
I have to admit, chanting has always felt a little intimidating to me. What if I don't know any chants or mantras?
You don't need to know any specific chants or mantras to experience the benefits. Even simple humming or toning can have a profound effect. The key is to find a sound that resonates with you and use it as a focal point for your meditation. As you repeat the sound, allow yourself to feel the vibrations within your body and visualize those vibrations, aligning you with the frequency of love and unity.
So it's not about the words themselves,
Yeah,
but the resonance they create within us.
exactly. It's about using sound to shift your consciousness, to create that vibrational alignment with your higher self. And prayer, as Ravi describes it, is about focused intention, a direct communication with the Creator, however you perceive that source. It's about expressing gratitude, seeking guidance, offering yourself in service.
I love that perspective on prayer. It's not about begging for things, but about aligning our will with the divine will. But honestly, life gets so busy. How do we stay consistent with these practices? Do you have any tips for making meditation a sustainable part of our lives?
It's a common challenge, but consistency is key. Ra emphasizes that even a few minutes each day can make a difference. Start small and be kind to yourself. Find a time and place that works for you, even if it's just 5 minutes before bed. Remember, it's not about achieving perfection, but about cultivating a connection with your inner self.
That's reassuring. I can definitely commit to 5 minutes a day.
Hurrah!
But how do we know if our practice is actually working? Are there signs we should be looking for?
The most important indicator is how you feel in your daily life. Do you experience a greater sense of peace, clarity, connection? Are you more present and compassionate in your interactions? Are you more aware of your thoughts and emotions and better able to navigate them?
So it's about noticing the ripple effects of our practice, how it influences our thoughts and feelings and actions.
Exactly, throughout the day.
This is all making so much sense. But there's one thing I still struggle with: fear. Sometimes it feels so overwhelming, like it's blocking me from connecting with my higher self. How can we work with fear from a law of one perspective?
Fear is a natural part of the human experience. It's not about eradicating it, but about understanding its purpose and transforming it.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Remember that visualization of being surrounded by white light. That's a really powerful technique for dissolving fear. You can also focus on your breath, feeling the life force energy flowing in and out, grounding you in the present moment. And sometimes simply acknowledging the fear, saying, yes, I'm afraid, and that's okay, can be incredibly liberating. It's about accepting that fear as a natural part of being human, and then choosing to move forward with courage and compassion.
Those are great tips. It's reassuring to know there are tools we can use to work with fear and not let it control us. But I'm so curious about how this all connects to the bigger picture, if we're all part of the Creator, as Ross suggests. How do our individual meditation practices contribute to the collective evolution of consciousness? Is it really possible for our inner work to have an impact on the world around us?
That's a profound question, and one that Ra addresses directly. They explain that consciousness is interconnected, that we're not isolated individuals, but part of this vast web of energy. Our thoughts, feelings, and actions all contribute to the collective consciousness, influencing the overall vibration of the planet. It's like we're all drops in the same ocean, and our individual vibrations create ripples that affect the whole.
That's a powerful image.
Mhm.
So by choosing to align with love and unity, we're not just benefiting ourselves, but contributing to a higher vibration that can uplift and inspire others.
Precisely, and that's where the concept of service to others comes in, by embodying the law of one in our daily lives. By acting with kindness, compassion, understanding, we're naturally radiating those higher vibrations out into the world. Our actions become a reflection of our inner state, inspiring others to do the same.
It's amazing to think that something as simple as sitting in meditation can have such a far-reaching impact. But how do we actually serve others through our meditation practice? Is it simply about radiating good vibes? Or is there more to it?
Yeah. It's both and more. By embodying the law of one in our daily lives, by acting with kindness, compassion, understanding, we're naturally radiating those higher vibrations out into the world. Our actions become a reflection of our inner state, inspiring others to do the same.
This has been such an insightful and inspiring conversation. I'm feeling a renewed sense of purpose and excitement about my meditation practice.
And remember, this is just the beginning. As you continue to explore these principles and techniques, you'll discover even deeper layers of wisdom and understanding. The journey is ongoing, but the rewards are immeasurable. We'll be right back.
After a short break, to wrap up this deep dive and reflect on the key takeaways that can empower you to live a more balanced and spiritually fulfilling life. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. It's really great to be back. I'm still processing all this amazing information about the law of one
Right.
and its application to meditation. It's a lot to take in, but I think the most important takeaway is that meditation isn't just about quieting the mind, but about aligning ourselves with this energy of the Creator and embodying those principles in our daily lives.
Yeah, it's not just about what happens on the cushion, but how we carry that energy.
Exactly. Out into the world.
You know, it can be challenging, though, because it's
Yeah.
a journey. It's not a destination.
Right. There will be ups and downs, challenges and breakthroughs. But the key is to just keep returning to those core principles of seeking the heart of self, cultivating that inner silence, and radiating that love and compassion outwards.
You know, as we've been talking, I've been thinking about that concept of spiritual evolution. And it can feel a bit abstract at times.
Yeah.
So how do we actually know if we're evolving spiritually?
That's a great question. That I think many seekers ponder. I think the key is to really look for the shifts in your perceptions and how you're responding to life's challenges. Are you becoming more compassionate, more understanding? Are you able to see the divine spark in others, even those who might challenge you?
Oh, I love that. It's not about reaching some kind of spiritual perfection, but about noticing those subtle shifts in our awareness, in our way of being in the world.
Exactly. And remember, those shifts don't happen overnight. They take patience, persistence, and a willingness to keep showing up for your practice, even when it feels difficult.
That's a great reminder. It's not about being perfect, but about making that consistent effort to connect with our higher selves.
And remember, you are not alone on this journey. We are all in this together. Interconnected beings navigating this cosmic dance of evolution. And by supporting each other, by sharing our experiences and insights, we can really help each other grow and evolve.
That's such a beautiful message. And so inspiring to think that our individual journeys are contributing to a larger collective awakening.
Right, and that's the ultimate purpose, isn't it? To realize our full potential as beings of love and light, to contribute to the collective evolution of consciousness, and to return to unity with the Creator.
Wow, that's a vision worth striving for. I think this deep dive has really given us a powerful framework for approaching our meditation practice with a deeper understanding and purpose.
Absolutely. By incorporating those principles of the law of one into our meditation, we can tap into this profound source of wisdom and guidance, and that empowers us to live more balanced, more loving, and more spiritually fulfilling lives.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights and your expertise. This has been a really transformative conversation.
It's been my pleasure. And remember, dear listener, you are a powerful creator, a being of infinite potential. Keep seeking, keep exploring, and keep shining your light brightly.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the law of one. Until next time, keep exploring, keep evolving, and keep connecting with that divine spark within you and all around you.